Hello everyone, welcome to our first video about playing jazz. So, to play jazz we have a lot of similarities with pop music. Yes, with pop music, because we have a lot of harmonic progressions that we have as well in pop music, but in a way that we use for sure in a different rhythm and we use with different structure. Of course, in this video, for sure I will emphasize more the things regarding when you play jazz in a major key. So when you play jazz, normally if you want to improvise, if you're playing a major jazz, my main suggestion is that you can play using a major scale. So I will play, for instance, here the A major scale, where I have A, B, C sharp, I have D, I have E, I have F sharp, G sharp, and A. But at the same time, when I'm improvising in jazz, I think it'd be a nice idea if you want to use the blues scale playing A as well. So if you play the blues, you have this. So in this case I'm playing the A, I'm playing the C, I'm playing the D, I'm playing the D sharp, so the blue note, the E, the G, and the A. So this is something interesting that especially George Benson uses a lot when you are improvising these two scales. So for this specific video, of course, we can use other things, but for this video I would like to focus in the major scale and the blues scale, and of course using chromatic notes. So first, I will play a really basic idea about the blues that normally that we play the first, so the tonic major, the sixth chord minor, the second minor, and the dominant major. So in this case I will have A major, F sharp minor, B minor, and E7. So in a way I have this chord progression. But if you want to put in a more jazzy language, of course you need to change a little bit the chords, especially adding major seventh and adding seventh, and of course sometimes if you add the ninth as well, you have a different sound. So in this case, I will transform my A major and I will transform in A major 7. My F sharp minor I will transform, in this case I will put the 7 and the 9th, so I have this sound. So in this case will be. So I will transform as well my B minor, I will transform in B minor 7 9th, and the last one, the E7, I will transform in E7 with the 9th as well, and this will be the result. I keep going. And of course, if you want to have more the sound of the jazz, you can include for sure some bass notes. So you can include some. In this case, would be. Oh, sorry. You can connect this idea. So So of course you can use this idea, and you can have a lot of movement. But what about when you are improvising? So what are the notes that you can improvise? And this is the nice thing that I said to you before, that you can use the major scale. But if you use only the major, it will be like, it's something strange here. But if you start including some chromatic notes, so in this case, if I play the same chorus, so I'm not using any other scale, I'm just playing with the major scale where I'm including these chromatic notes. But of course, if you want to use the chromatic scale, you need to take care, because if you are playing in a bar, normally in the head of the bar, it's important that you can play a note that will combine with the chord that you are playing. So in this case, it's much better that you can play a note from the major scale. So it means that you can do. Because if you are in the head of the bar and if you're playing another note, will sound like a dissonance in the head of the bar, and you'll be like, you are listening something strange. Of course, in the next video, I will just give to you some examples I will just put some tracks that I will prepare before for you, and I will try to improvise together, and you listen that when I put these ideas, I will be a bit of something strange, but I will present in the next video. But remember, in the head of the bar, just play a note from the scale. And the same thing when you are improvising. So if you want to transform your jazz chord progression with a bit of a blues scale, you present a kind of the George Benson idea when you are improvising. So I really suggest, if you have the opportunity, to mix both scales. Even though I can talk to you, wow, you can use the mixolydian with the blue note, you can use the melodic harmonic minor or the melodic minor. If you use this structure, and of course if you think about the structure of the pages of the course, and if you think about this, when you are playing a chord and you have the arpeggio, for sure you can use this idea. And you can have something really jazzy. And remember, the chords with sevenths and with ninths, you have more. And even in the dominant, if you play sometimes a dominant, when you have the not only the 7th, but you include the 13th and the 9th, for sure you have this. Even in the structure that I was playing. You have different ways of playing the different sounds. And for sure, before to finish, as I said to you, there is this progression, the first, the 6th, the 2nd, and the 5th. So, first major, 6th minor, 2nd minor, and for sure, the 5th dominant 7. You can have another similar structure. So you play the first exactly like the same way. But to finish, you do something different, because you do that will be like this. No, sorry. Just see if I can remember the structure of this one. Just a second, I will play it. Aha! Exactly. So when you play the first chord, the tonic going to the 7th, sorry, yes, the tonic going to the 6th, going to the 2nd, going to the 5th, you need to go exactly here in the 3rd chord minor. So in this case will be a C sharp minor. You play F sharp minor, B minor, and the dominant 7, just to have this movement. Just to prepare for the dominant. So in this case will be C sharp minor, that you can play like this. If you want to add this, the 7 and the 9, you can play like this. It's a possibility. And it would be pretty cool. C sharp minor with the 7. And here, it's up to you if you want to play minor or major. Go to the, and here it needs to be minor, so B minor and the dominant 7 with the 9. Again. So I played in this case with this chord. First I played major, and afterwards I play minor. And in this case, doesn't matter because the important thing is that you go to the second that prepare for the dominant, so the 2-5, and you play the dominant. So, and the line that I will record for you afterwards in the next video that I will improvise with these lines. Yes! Thank you so much and see you in the next video. Bye bye.